All right, welcome back to our beautiful drivers to another daily updates with Aldin and Munir. Salam alaik to you, Munir. Good afternoon. Good morning to our beautiful viewers. And let's go ahead and dive in. Recap yesterday. How you doing
Good
today, sir?
morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm doing fantastic. Um, hopefully, you guys are doing the same on the road. Peace be upon you, and hopefully, you guys will have a great week as well. Rest of the week.
God willing, Koboda, they will have a phenomenal week. Let's go ahead and dive in. Yesterday, we had 1862 available loads, 52 available drivers, 37 were booked. Our fleet utilization percentage is out. We gotta get it back in. Yes,
Just
sir.
a second. Your audio is messed up. It's very messed up. It's like breaking. I don't know if it's just on my end. I don't know if the recording has the same problem or the
Is it
link
better
has the
now,
same
or do
problem.
I sound high pitched?
You sound like a robot having audio problems.
Hello, Munir.
It's still bad. And that is way better now. Let's go. Oh, guys, you live and learn, as they say. So operationally, after years of experience, you know that um, after holiday, the first day, it's usually the competition is way bigger than on a normal day because nobody had a load for 3 days and everyone is available. That's why we needed more bids to book 49 loads than usually. So that's why the bid win ratio as well dropped uh, maybe 2% than the usual that we're able to deliver because out there the competition yesterday in the middle of the day we needed to react prices wise as well because it was not going our way. That's how you learn, in years of experience that's the reality out there. Yeah, willing. No, we don't. Yeah, so we can confirm that the bids is incorrect. Let me confirm that. I confirmed that. I confirmed the other thing as well. Uh, Average revenue on the load. There's something distorting it, such as in this case, 347. The driver is waiting in New Jersey is showing 57 bids. In reality, he didn't have as much. It's showing bids from other drivers, even he was available like 100 miles away, and it was showing bids for him, even though he's just available for that low, but not entirely bid on him. So we need to work on that. We'll work on that in the background. Amina posted it as is, but we can confirm that all of the drivers on the list, still have that holiday uh, problem with the prime idle time, and they're absolutely the greatest priority to get booked, especially driver 347 in New Jersey and driver 639 in Washington. Others are home and kind of less of a priority, not always a priority, of course, but less of a headache for them. They're not calling us what to say what's going on, but we have two guys that are on the road for a substantial amount of time and not without a load. So guys, we got you covered today, and hopefully this list will disappear by tomorrow. Wow, that's I'll not add anything to that. What amazing, miraculous experience. Yes, yes, sir. I'll bless you, everyone. Randall Watson, one of the new guys in the fleet, number 620, 600 series. He actually helped us recover a load that was 150 miles away from him, even though he was not booked on that load. And he's a new driver, and he shows flexibility there, and we will not forget that, and we'll make sure that we, of course, do make sure that we mention that guy as we do on the recording. Thank you so much, Randall. He, yeah, he did it for humanity, man. He did it for humanity. Yeah, probably he's the one. He's the one. No one else could do it except our guy Randall. Indeed, indeed. Absolutely. Right. There are Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and who's the third one? I don't know. That's the Dennis Rodman. That's right. Yeah. Well, my implications are Chicago Bulls won those championships, not goats, not Pippins, not Jordans. So it's Chicago Bulls time. Beautiful. Bellissima, sto directly Italiano. Indeed. Look at this big fella. I like this one more, actually. Actually, I like it more if it came after the first one, Tennessee to Quebec. This is Quebec to Wisconsin, and it's just above Milwaukee. So driver will have to drive back maybe 100 miles, not too much. just to be closer to Milwaukee, but still Quebec to Wisconsin, 1,073 miles, $1,080. Beautiful load. Al- although I don't know if you go back, we probably invented a highway over the Lake Michigan. Yeah, it's not a bridge. Come on, there's not. No, I don't know. Uh, there's a ferry, I think, but the bridge, I don't think. Slow down your horses. Thank you so much, Ala Farid. Was that in the beginning? Oh, I will check on the link. Man, I hear you perfectly. Yeah. Moving on to Melbourne.
Nah, now it should be good. Man, so much beautiful stuff said there about Al Farid was missed. What I was saying, Al Farid, is that you are the greatest man that this 21st century has ever seen. Are you checking the link? I think it's good now. When I plugged that in, it didn't update on the recording software.
Yeah, now it's good. Now it's good. But
Wonderful. How to deal with fatigue. Get adequate sleep. Plan your route. Healthy diet. Take regular breaks. Stay hydrated. Healthy snacks. Avoid stimulants. Ventilation. Stay engaged. So don't get divorced. Don't break up with your fiance. If you're in a relationship, remain engaged. And
man,
recognize
sorry.
fatigue signs. Yes, sir.
And I saw the craziest thing yesterday. Last night actually, I was watching a documentary and one guy was driving a van or some kind of no, it was a Ford pickup truck, and he was somewhere in Alaska, and he took like sandwiches, put them in the aluminum whatever kind of bag, put it inside of the hood of the car, and drove like 20 miles. Then he stopped. Then he took it, and they were so warmed up and ready to eat.
That
I
sounds
mean,
like
that's
the
the
most disgusting thing in the world. I
yeah,
mean,
but he
like, what
put it
about
in
the
the
fumes? I
no,
guess
it's yeah, it's aluminum like the bag and everything is sealed,
Can I ask you a
and it's
question?
go ahead.
You know those Bosnian, you know what an outhouse is?
Yeah,
You know what it is?
I know. Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah. Would you, if you take a sandwich and you put it in that aluminum and then you threw it in an outhouse, would you
No,
pick it up and eat it?
no.
Okay. But it's sealed.
That's why I said it's craziest
Yeah, yeah.
thing I saw. But he ate it. He said it's super cool,
America,
great.
right?
It's America.
So listen,
America.
that's
Murica.
the thing. In America, money above all. Money above hygiene, money above common sense, money above eating a aluminum sandwich that was in an outhouse.
Yeah, man.
Onward
Crazy.
95% with 4 late arrivals. Our on-time performance, not bad at all. We want 98%. It's always hard with a smaller sample size. 4 late arrivals, guys. Just remember, 4 times a customer booked a shipment, expected us to be on time. We were late without a valid reason. Unjustified late arrival. That's what it is. These things hurt us in the long run. The customers lose trust, and our premium name brand goes down. This is how you guys got to look at it. It's like if you buy a pair of Nikes, you expect them to last, you expect them to not to tear, you expect them to be comfortable, you expect the sizing to be correct, you expect them to arrive on time, and all of these things. You're willing to pay a premium price for your Nikes because you trust that the quality will also be premium. Excuse me, what happens when you order 100 pairs and one pair gets and it's a little bit off? You can overlook that, one or two. But when you start, every 100 pairs you order, and I don't know, let's make up a scenario where you are a human that has 200 feet, so therefore you need more than, a couple pairs of shoes. That's why you're ordering so many pairs. Or you've got a bunch of kids or something, right? We're not going to go into the details. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, the more failure you have with a premium product, the less willing you are to pay that premium price, and then you're gonna go and buy yourself some inferior shoes like Nike or like Adidas or Puma or something like that.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the
Where's
thing.
the thing?
One of the drivers
Where?
that was late, heavily late on one shipment yesterday, over the weekend actually. I gave him a call yesterday morning to discuss the late arrival. He told me, the customer called me, the consignee called me, and where he was supposed to deliver, and they told me, nah, it's flexible, and it's flexible. You can come 8, you can come 10, no problem. We're here. Well, that was his quote unquote excuse on that. But guys, you need to understand that we're not getting paid by consignees or shippers. In this case, most of the loads that we do through on the carrier side are brokered loads. We're getting paid by our customers, and we need to uphold the commitments and appointments that we set to them, not to anyone else. And that mistake can happen once, but really that's not an excuse we can have when it comes to delivering late. So as Aldine said, and I'll double down on it. As I said before, hot bread, butter, and honey. That's what this is to us. So let's make sure we do it correctly.
Yes, sir. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to say change ourselves. Viktor Frankl, Australian neurologist, psychologist, and philosopher. My God, man, how many books do you have to read to be called a neurologist, psychologist, and philosopher?
What a guy, man. What a guy.
To me, those are those fields are they're not contradicting, but they're not really aligned. Like
Neurology
philosopher,
and psychologist, I think it is. I mean, it's brain, right?
I don't know,
Philosopher, well, you need to have a brain to be a philosopher, I think.
man. Do
So
you?
it's kind of everything.
A lot of
Everything is
philosophers I've listened to, man, I question their brain
right, right, right.
having.
Yeah. Mr. Franco. I mean, he's pulling up like
I
early 20th
know,
century
man.
philosophers. I don't know what's going on here.
I know. She got one of those uh, daily quotes, daily motivations, the 6th century edition.
Yeah. Next thing she's gonna do is gonna pull up Aristotle and Plato or something like that.
When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
It
sense.
does
And
make
and
sense. It does.
you got to roll with the punches, is what that is, man. That's the old school way of saying roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches. Yes,
That is the
sir.
old school Frankel way. Frankel is the grandfather of the quote, roll with the punches. But it was Mike Tyson that reframed it to roll with the punches. Our more modern day neurologist, psychologist, and philosopher.
Indeed.
And wild, weird fact Wednesday. As of 2024, it is estimated that over 140,000 people in the USA are living in vehicles such as cargo vans, in some cases due to homelessness,
Absolutely.
RVs, or boats. This figure reflects the growing popularity of the van life movement, which has been significantly influenced by the flexibility and minimalistic lifestyle it offers. Here's what I've actually kind of wondered often. Why some of our drivers, why we haven't had any of these van life people that have wanted to be drivers as well. Now, it would obviously sacrifice your room, but I wonder if there's a way to configure your van to be able to fit like one pallet in this, like, I'm going to change some other stuff around to fit it, and then be able to do that van life, but also be able to make money. Um, because a
Yeah.
lot of people are right out there are doing this van life thing, but when the funds run
Yeah,
out,
it's probably possible for someone who's living by himself without family or something like that.
to come in the defense of our female driver, someone I just correct you and say maybe herself as well. It's
Maybe maybe herself, but also in this number 140,000, as you said, there's a lot of homeless people or people living in the trailer parks and like Eminem used to live in like in 90s or something like
not
that.
Ninth Avenue, Fifth Avenue. What is it?
No, 9 Mile. 9
9 Mile.
Mile. Yeah, in Detroit.
Right. Um, yeah, I mean, we kind of derailed it. I think this is talking about truly the van life people. It's amazing what people have done. Here's also where I do want to add, and I recorded a video of Melody's van inside. It's a freaking five-star hotel of vans. And actually, I had a driver in yesterday, our good friend Fuad, and I was encouraging him to make something like that. She built the whole thing, man. She built the bed, she built storage, she has a TV, she has a gaming system in there, she has air conditioning, she has heating, she has a microwave, she has everything you could think of, right? Um, if you're gonna commit to this lifestyle and you're gonna be someone that's on the road for 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time, do yourself the favor, make it as comfortable as you humanly possibly can. One more humongous update that I want to share with everybody is we are finally, making better, not better steps, man. We are continuing our sales journey. Yesterday, we had a top notch sales trainer in here. He was doing calls with us, and with about 3.5, 4 hours of actual sales calls, we set 5 appointments with potential shippers, manufacturers that might utilize us to move their freight. We are planning on doing that the rest of this week. So we're expecting to set about 10 appointments a day over the next 3 days. So we are looking to end the week with about 30 to 40 appointments set. Now, those appointments obviously will not all convert to customers, but even if 25% of them convert to customers, we're looking at hopefully, God willing, inshallah, bringing in 2 to 3 new customers, and then we're looking to just go full throttle on that. We've been talking about the sales, we've been talking about the customers. What this means for our drivers is less of these insulting loads, less competing with a million carriers out there, and actually us having our own freight through our own direct shippers to move. We wouldn't be begging and licking the boots of these brokers that are ripping off a lot of people out here, or we would actually have our own freight to move. So better paying loads, less waiting time, more earnings for our drivers is what that means. Big update. That's it for me. Anything else you
Let's
want to?
go. No, guys, that's about it. Thank you guys for your hard work and patience. To all those guys that were on the red alert slide that we had, guys, a little bit more patience. We got you.
Phenomenal. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. 7 a.m. Central is our new time for doing these. We are doing our best to be consistent with it. We are trying to evolve and be better, bigger versions of ourselves. Thank you all for your patience, and have a beautiful day. Stay safe out there. Goodbye.